What up, what up, what's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another 7 of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52. Just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word. And hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know what's going on with me, baby. Baltimore Raven fan. Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And if you're not a Raven fan, you might be a fan of whoever. You might be a fan of them stinking Steelers or whoever. Hit that like button anyway. Hit that subscribe button anyway, because we talk football, period, baby. But the reason why we here today, and y'all know why we here, is to talk about how the Pittsburgh Steelers beat our Baltimore Ravens 28-24. Let's just get to it, man. First things first. First play of the game, I believe, or at least it was the first pass of the game. Lamar Jackson throws a pick six. No, that wasn't the first play of the game. It was third down. It was like third down to 6. I believe that was the first pass, though. I want to say it was the first pass because we ran it twice. And Lamar throws a pick six. And as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, boy. So then we get the ball back. And we go down and score. Okay, stuff looking good. We go down there, and defense make a play. I believe we forced a turnover. I want to say we forced a turnover then. No, it was something like that, man. I know at one point defense forced the turnover. Offense got back in the red zone, and Lamar fumbles the ball. So far, defense playing good, and offense playing terrible. So, then, on offense, we finally stick to doing what we was great at doing last year. Before I get to that, no, Tyree Phillips and Ronnie Stanley got hurt. Ronnie Stanley is out for the season. So, that's going to be tough. But anyway, we started running the ball good, man. This is a good Pittsburgh defense, too. And we was running it down their throat. Like, they couldn't do nothing with the run. Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins was killing them. Man. We was killing them. And then we had Lamar pull the ball out a few times and do his thing like we did the last couple of years, and we was killing them, man. If you look up the statistics as far as team statistics in this game right here, if you close your eyes and let me read them to you, you would be like, Baltimore won this game easily. But it was one statistic that we was terrible in. Two, actually. Two. And those two statistics are the keys to winning football games. We was terrible in the turnovers, and we was terrible with penalties. Some of those penalties was iffy, but it is what it is. We got a lot of penalties. Just like the Philadelphia Eagle game. By the way, Matthew Judon got put out the game on a situation where I think he shouldn't have got put out on, but he got put out. You know, he was trying to fight. It was a scuffle that happened. Judon was trying to get somebody up out for him, and his arm accidentally hit the ref. These refs are sensitive as a mud, but it is what it is. Me, honestly, how I feel about it, I'm the type of player that if somebody doing all that pushing around and all that, I don't even do all the pushing back and all that stuff. I just be like you in a contact sport, so like I ain't gotta push you straight back. I just can put that hat on you on the next play, and that's how you gotta look at stuff like that, man. Because you can't be selfish. This is a team sport. So I mean, if somebody doing like a little pushing or extra nudge at the end of the play, just shake your head and be like, I'm gonna get you on that next play, man. It prevents that scuffle, and it prevents stuff like Judon getting ejected out the game for something stupid to happen. But like I was saying, man, first half we was playing good. We was playing pretty good. Everybody was playing good except LJ. LJ had a rough game today. 3 turnovers, I believe, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble. He still looked like he don't want to run the ball when he got opportunities to run the ball. Because on that fumble, he had the opportunity. On that fumble, Lamar had felt Bud Dupree hit his shoulder. So, you know, either I need to get down or I need to take off because the defender is right on me. And Lamar just kept staying in the pocket, stepping up. trying to throw the ball, and it's like, dude, your time is up. I mean, you got to be. Lamar has to play better. Some of this stuff got to do with play calling too. That first interception was flat out Lamar's fault. Flat out. That fumble was flat out on Lamar. Lamar has to play better. I mean, I know everybody hate when people get on Lamar and talk about Lamar and it's a touchy subject and stuff like that, but it is what it is. The cost of this game was the turnovers. We gave them 14 points off turnovers. So how could it not be the reason? How could Lamar not be the reason why we lost this game right here? Because he turned it over 3 times. Nobody else turned the ball over. Nobody else fumbled. Nobody else did none of it. Of course, because he the only one passing, but I'm just saying. Nobody else was turning the ball over. So that's on Lamar. Whew. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little tired. That's on Lamar, though. But Lamar went 13 for 28 for 208 yards, 2 TDs, and 2 picks. Now, listen to this here. Because, like I said, we start running the ball well. We start running the ball real good. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm a little tired, man. Hollering, jumping all around the screen and stuff like that. But we start running the ball real good, man. Like that second quarter, we was just busting them in the mouth. And there was nothing they could do about it. Against this Pittsburgh defense that is number 1 against the run, we had 167 yards against them on the ground in the first half. Third quarter come. Well, guess what we do? The very first play, we pass the ball, and Lamar throws the interception. He throws his second. That was when the second happened. Now, hold on 1 second, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Now, on that second interception, it was Lamar's fault also, but it was more of Greg Roman's fault to me. Because one, we started the third quarter off passing the ball when we just dominated them in the first half, getting 167 yards rushing. But 2, either Patrick Ricard ran the route the wrong way, or he wasn't supposed to run that route at all, or that was just a bad play design. Because what happened on that second interception was Mark Andrews was in the same area as Pat Ricard. And then most of the time on offense, that's not how it's designed. That's a big no-no. So what ended up happening was the guy who was guarding Pat Ricard ended up jumping in front of Mark Andrews and getting the interception. Both of them was going like towards the flat. But I think Pat Ricard ain't supposed to go that deep. I think he supposed to went straight flat. So I'm going to look back at it again, but either it was a bad design or somebody ran the wrong route. But it looked like Pat Ricard ran the route wrong. I think he went too deep, and man, it was just on that play, it was just a combination of things of why that play went so bad. So third quarter, offensively, we was just terrible. I can't remember what they said. I think they said we had like 30 yards in offense on the third quarter. We just was terrible. 3 and out, punting the ball, turned the ball over. Defense starting to give up some plays. And we started playing our DBs a little far back. When first half we was kind of pressing up on them, and Ben was starting to hit his quick stuff. Questionable calls on the referees and stuff like that. We're going to talk about that too. But still, we can't just blame it all on the refs, because if we didn't give up 2 turnovers that gave the Pittsburgh Steelers 14 points, then we wouldn't have been in this situation in the first place. So we can't put it all on the refs. It is what it is. If you don't want the referees to determine the game, you shouldn't allow them to determine the game. And the way you don't allow them to determine the game is when you go out there and handle business. And that's just facts. But anyway, man, overall, I say the defense played good, man. They had that one blown coverage on the touchdown after interception. And I think that was the third quarter. Yeah, the third quarter. So, for the most part, defense played good, man. But offense played good. But LJ played bad. Because if you look at this, J.K. Dobbins, and this the part I'm talking about, y'all. Just close your eyes. Don't even look at me right now. Just close your eyes. And I know I'm not as energetic as I normally be, but it be like that after a tough loss to your rival. But close your eyes and listen to these stats. J.K. Dobbins had 15 carries for 113 yards. And 7.5 of them yards. And he averaged 7.5. He had a long of 28 yards. Gus Edwards had 16 carries, 87 yards, and he averaged 5.4 yards per carry. Lamar had 16 attempts, 65 yards, and averaged 4 yards a carry. We dominated their run defense. And we still lost. Why? Turnovers, penalties. Willie Snead had a sneaky good game this game. He had 5 catches for 106. Duvernay only had 1 catch. Mark Andrews only had 3 catches. The pass offense still terrible. See, we kept being in check for the most part. 21 for 32, 182 yards. That's not a lot. James Conner only had 15. He had 15 attempts, but he only got 47 yards. Like, that's not a lot. Juju, 67 yards. Ebron, 48 yards. Claypool, 42 yards. We shut their offense down. But guess what? We gave that ball to them on short fields, and they capitalized. Look at this. Just listen to this. Total of plays through the game. Pittsburgh only had 50 total plays through the whole entire game. And we had 79 plays through the whole game. Pittsburgh only had 50, and we had 79. Total yards. Pittsburgh had 221 total yards. Baltimore had 457 total yards. But here go one of the statistics that hurt us. Pittsburgh had 3 penalties for 30 yards. Baltimore had 9 for 110 yards. True enough, a couple of them was kind of janky. Like that pass interference on Buns, that wasn't a pass interference on Buns. And shout out to Buns, man, because he came out the practice squad. He got beat a few times, but that boy played hard today. He played hard. He played some tough ball today. So, hey, so far I like that guy. Now, third down efficiency. They was 3 for 9. We was 8 for 15. You know what I mean? Like, rush attempts. They only had 16 rush attempts. We had 47. But guess what? We had 4 turnovers and they had 1. See what I'm saying? Hold up. Sorry, y'all. Still, daddy duty and stuff like that. Now, time of possession. We had the ball for 35 minutes and 22 seconds. They had the ball for only 24 minutes and 38 seconds. We had 25 first downs to their 19 first downs. But guess what? They had 5 first downs on penalties to our 1. Yeah. 5 first downs on penalties to our 1. This was just a bad game for LJ. A bad game for Greg Roman. Because he could have stuck to what we was doing that was working. We could have had 2 100-yard rushers in this game if we would have called this game correctly. Honestly. This game wouldn't even have been close if we didn't turn the ball over 4 times. I'm trying to remember who else lost the ball. We got 4. LJ had, I can't remember. Can't remember how we lost the ball again. My bad, y'all. I had to regulate with the kids, but I just peeked at my phone too, and Lamar didn't have 1 fumble. He had 2 fumbles. So Lamar had 4 turnovers. 4 of them. So, I mean, it ain't no other way to put it, man. You're not going to win against a lot of teams fumbling the ball, throwing interceptions, and having 100 yards in penalties. That's just facts. So, All I can say is they gotta get back to the lab and they gotta play better, man. Lamar gotta figure out what he wanna do. Is he gonna keep sitting here like trying to prove that he's such a pocket passer and not just play his game? Or what? Cause right now, whatever they got going, it ain't working. It ain't working at all. So, it's really on them. We know what works, but we keep doing what doesn't work. So, it's on them, man. It's on them if they want to keep their job. It's on them if they want to be successful. But that's pretty much what I got to say, man. Like I said, my energy I'm drained, man. This game drained me. Pittsburgh fans, shout out to y'all. My Facebook been going stupid. Y'all been on me tough, but it is what it is. We'll see y'all Thanksgiving. And I made 1,000 subscribers too, y'all. So be on the lookout for a giveaway for 2 of these. I'm gonna pick 2 of my subscribers to win a chain. And y'all hit me up on all social media platforms. What's the B Word 52 on Instagram? B Word 52 on Twitter. What's the B Word on Facebook? Flock, I love y'all. Subscribers, I love y'all. And I'm out.